Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel Little Pearls of Randomness. My name is Lauren and we are back to this thing, the Hygge book. So I'm doing a little piece today on what you can do to celebrate Hygge in winter. This is from the section in the book regarding the Hygge emergency kit. So if you are interested in finding out how to create your own Hygge emergency kit, then please keep watching. So first of all, as we well know by now, Hygge is about candles, and I've got some candles in the background, like that. I like to do a scented candle. I usually just burn the one because then you get conflicting smells and you're like, what is this smell? So I've got a really nice one. It's like a Christmassy one, Christmas pudding, which I like to light, and it's got like a cinnamony smell. So yeah, Hygge it up with a candle. Chocolate. Chocolate is very important when you are doing Hygge. So get yourself some really nice chocolate and sit down and indulge in it. Wrap yourself up in a blanket. Yum. I don't eat a lot of chocolate because then my face celebrates the fact that I've had chocolate a couple of days later. So I just have a little bit. But if you're a big chocolate fiend, then go for it. Tea. Tea is absolutely delicious. I'm a big fan of tea. I like to indulge in a cup of tea every day or 5 cups a day, depending where I am. I've got all sorts of different flavoured teas, so if you're not a tea drinker, then I think coffee could be used as a great substitute, or what I think, which they haven't put in the book, and I'm surprised that they haven't, is hot chocolates. And I'm going to show you in this video at the end how to make the perfect hot chocolate for winter. Curling up with your favourite book. I mentioned this in Hygge part 2, so yeah, find a good read. Sometimes it takes a little while to get into a book. I get a bit impatient after 2 chapters and not much has happened. But yeah, there's some really great books out there if you're not into the paperback ones like I am. Sometimes you can get them on Kindle or the iTunes type book one, I've forgotten what that's called. I also listen to a lot of audiobooks, so for sleep purposes, but sometimes there's some really good stories on audible.com, so they're really good as well. Indulge yourself with your favourite box set or favourite movie, or just getting into a series in Netflix or Lightbox or whatever you've got. Really am enjoying Cable Girls at the moment. It's a Spanish one and it's sort of set in the 1920s, and that's absolutely fantastic. I also love How I Met Your Mother, which is complete opposite ends of the spectrum, but you know, whatever you're into, don't feel bad about sitting down in winter and indulging yourself in a few episodes, or you know, 10 like I do sometimes. This one I'm a little bit confused about. Jam. I make jam, but I tend to think of it more as a summer type activity. So jam is really nice on toast, so you know, if you're having a cup of tea, then a piece of toast with some jam on it's quite nice, so we'll just go with it. Ooh, a good pair of woolen socks. Ugh, I love socks. They're like, there's 2 favourite items in my wardrobes that I love to buy brand new, and that is a jumper or a sweatshirt or a hoodie, like these ones, and a nice pair of socks. Yeah, they're just fantastic. They're like really good. Hot water bottle can also be very good as well. This one says a selection of your favourite letters. I don't know many people that receive letters anymore other than bills or charities that want you to donate more to them, or junk mail, so I'm not too sure. Maybe it's more of a Danish thing to send letters. I think when I get a letter that I'm not expecting, it's always exciting, you know, when someone's taken the time to write to you. But I feel this is probably more of a Christmas activity when people sometimes write Christmas cards. I'm a big Christmas card writer myself, so I don't know. whatever works for you. Oh, yay! A warm jumper is included. definitely on the top of my list anyway when it comes to hygge in winter. I cannot survive without a jumper. Can't survive without a jumper in summer either, but that's just me. A notebook. If I was doing a notebook, I personally would probably do a travel one, like a where I want to go, what I would see type thing, and you can build on that. And I don't know, I'm a bit of a geek, I quite like doing budgets and stuff. So, you know, pricing everything out and seeing what I can get for my money when I go traveling. Ooh, a nice blanket. I've got one here. Oh, it's my mohair blanket and I love it so much. Oh, it's so nice to be wrapped up in it. I love this thing. Pen and paper. I don't know if you guys have seen some of my other things, but I'm a big fan of xxxxx and they do paper and pen stuff perfectly, and they're a Danish styled company. I don't know if they're actually a Danish based company. I've never really explored that. Maybe that's something I should look at. But they've got really cute stuff, and I love pen and paper, and I like doodling things, so apparently that's very hygge as well. Music. Oh, you know, some of the times that you really enjoy yourself is when you're like snuggled up listening to music, something that you love. Just to name a few things that have come out that I personally love or are coming out. The Kooks released their best of so far album. Hygge is releasing an album soon, though some of their singles are out. London Grammar is releasing a new album after a long time. If you've got like an iPhone or an iPad and stuff, you can subscribe to Pandora. You can get the free version and it just creates a channel, like a radio channel. Yes, there are ads if you're doing the free version. You know, whatever you're into, it sometimes introduces you to new artists, which is quite exciting. And last of all, going through your photo album. So that might be stuff that you got on Facebook. I mean, I've been part of Facebook since 2006, and it's quite funny going back. You know, it's in my early 20s at that stage, so yeah, that was really exciting. God, it's like 11 years ago, but it's quite funny looking back on your life sometimes and reminiscing, remembering all the good things that have happened in your life and being grateful for it. So that's definitely a hygge type activity. Okay guys, as promised, here is my fabulous hot chocolate recipe. And you will need caster sugar, milk, some sort of cocoa, preferably unsweetened, and some vanilla essence. For tools, you'll need a mug, a saucepan, preferably with a pourer thingy, and some sort of whisk. My whisk is great for sauces or anything that's got liquid in it. First things first, pour out the milk into the mug to measure out how much you're going to need. And apologies, my kitchen is not wonky, it is probably the tripod. Now that you have your measure of liquid, pour it carefully into the saucepan. Add in 2.5 capfuls of your vanilla essence. Now for the caster sugar, carefully measure out 2.5 teaspoons and add it into the saucepan. Last but not least, we're going to add in the cocoa. I'm measuring out 2 teaspoons of the stuff. Before adding to the heat, I'm going to take my weird little whisking tool and just make sure that that cocoa is nicely incorporated into the rest of the mix. Over a medium heat, add the saucepan onto your stove and whisk continually. When hot enough, remove the saucepan from the heat. And pour the mixture back into the mug that you used to measure out the milk in. If that isn't hygge, then I don't know what is. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little snippet of what you can do with hygge in the winter. It's something that I like. Some things I do, some things I don't do. You just pick and choose what you want to do, whatever brings you the most joy, which is what hygge is really about, bringing you joy, feeling cozy, feeling content. yeah, it's really awesome. So if you enjoyed that, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up so I know whether I should do these types of videos again. Really great having you watching. Thanks very much. See ya. Bye.